anarchy overnight as anti-Israel protests storm and occupy an academic building at Columbia University here in New York City. School leaders failing to keep the peace as pro-Hamas students defy a deadline to dismantle their encampments at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Didn't do it. And as anti-Semitic incidents escalate, one New York congressman is calling out his supposedly progressive colleagues for their silence on this. Congressman Mike Lawler from the great state of New York joins us right now. Congressman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve. Thanks for having me.
You bet. You've introduced the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act. What's that going to do?
It's going to require the Department of Education to adopt the IRA working definition of anti-Semitism and all of its contemporary examples for the Title VI discrimination enforcement cases. And what we're seeing on these campuses is a rapid rise in anti-Semitism. You know, back in 1969, Father Hesburgh, the president of Notre Dame, sent a letter to faculty and students in which he said, "You'll have 15 minutes to cease and desist.
Right.
The failure to do so will result in your expulsion or arrest." And that's what needs to happen here. This administration, President Shafiq, has lost complete control at Columbia University. It's why I've called on either the National Guard or the NYPD to step in at this moment, because it's clear that she cannot restore order. She cannot keep the students safe. And this is a travesty across the country we're seeing. And right as we approach graduation, this is impacting students all across the country,
Sure.
and it needs to stop immediately.
Absolutely. And one of the provisions of your bill is that it would cut off federal funds to any school if they do not enforce it with regard to anti-Semitism. And it's probably going to pass because you've got 33 Republican co-sponsors, you've got 14 Democrat co-sponsors, but Jerry Nadler, the ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, you would think he would be on board. He says your bill is a piece of you-know-what.
I mean, it's priceless. First of all, his alma mater is Columbia University. And the fact that he has not gone there and demanded that order is restored is pathetic. But Jerry Nadler was a co-sponsor of this very bill just a few Congresses ago.
That's right.
The bill would have done the exact same thing, adopt this working definition of anti-Semitism so that we can define it and enforce it. And the fact that he has turned, done a 180 here is insane. And why? Because Democrats are petrified of their progressive left base, right, and so concerned about the electoral consequences in November that they're willing to throw Jewish students under the bus. It's shameful.
Well, and to that point, that's why we haven't heard from Chuck Schumer. Where's Chuck Schumer on this? Where is the president on this? You know, he's doing that both sides thing again. You think, given the fact that there is essentially a big problem brewing for the Democrats at their convention this summer, this could be 1968 all over again.
Well, history repeats itself, and that's why I referenced the 1969 letter from the president of Notre Dame. You're seeing the Democratic Party splinter. You're seeing this unrest on campuses. Right. I think in Chicago this year, you're going to see protests like you've never seen before, and that's what the Democrats are petrified about. Donald Trump won 2016 by 40,000 votes in 3 states. 80,000 votes in 3 states. He lost 2020 by 40,000 votes in 3 states. Right. The presidential election is going to be extremely close, and that's why Democrats are petrified about Michigan and Minnesota and their base, which is falling right out from under them.
But you know, Congressman, there have been some moderate Jewish Democrats who have gone up to Columbia University to support the Jewish students there. They're on their side. They've made it very clear. But then, right after they showed up, next thing you know, you've got some of the super progressives going in and visiting the campuses to show solidarity with the protesters. They're on the other side.
Well, it's amazing. Josh Gottheimer and Jared Moskowitz, 2 of my close friends, they went there. They were told they were not allowed to go into the encampment. And yet AOC and Ilhan Omar were allowed to walk among them, in part because they believe like they do. They support Hamas. It is disgusting what has happened within the Democratic Party. It's disgusting what's happening on these college campuses. They are parroting Hamas talking points. The fact is, Hamas endorsed these protests last week while Speaker Johnson and I were standing on the steps of the library at Columbia demanding President Shafiq's resignation.
But here's the thing, Congressman, you know, there are a lot of universities, and we were just talking to Jonathan Turley about this. There are a lot of universities that offer degrees in activism. So essentially something like this is just it's a class project, essentially.
Oh, look, you have paid professional agitators on this campus right now, along with students who are being taught to protest.
Right.
And listen, you're entitled to free speech. You're entitled to voice your opinion. You're not entitled to threaten other students. And that's what's happening, and it needs to stop immediately.
Well, you know, and one of the things we've been talking on this program for a long time about how social media, the social media giants are completely unregulated by Congress. But you look at some of the disinformation that has been spread on social media, and it's like, okay, are those people from Colombia or are those people from Russia who are putting that stuff out?
Listen, Hamas is a terrorist organization that uses innocent Palestinians as human shields.
Right.
Israel is not the oppressor. They are not an apartheid state. They are the only multicultural, multi-religious, multi-ethnic democracy in the Middle East. They are our closest ally. We need to stand shoulder to shoulder with them. And these kids, part of the participation trophy generation, need to finally be told enough. And that's what needs to happen here immediately.
Congressman, thank you very much for joining us from Statuary Hall. Good luck. We hope that that bill passes promptly.